Let's talk about Mel Kiper Jr., who won over my heart. Yes, he did in 1997. But there are talks from executives that say that Mel Kiper Jr. should be an NFL Hall of Famer. Wow. I ain't expect to read that article today, but they have some substance to this conversation. Let's discuss this. They're talking about the impact that Mel Kiper Jr. has had on the NFL draft in particular and how much it's grown over the 40 years since he was a part of it and they've been covering it, right? So Mel Kiper started in 1984. Most of y'all weren't even born. 1984, shoot, I'm 10 years old. I'm pushing Huffies. I'm on the block. I'm on Slauson hitting it like this on my Huffy. So I'm alive and knowing of a Mel Kiper Jr. at that time. He was 23 years young, and he started doing the draft. Big believer in the fact that the draft could become a spectacle. Because y'all remember back in the days, the draft was some smoke-filled rooms, some fat guys talking about, hey, call up FedEx. Tell Fred we're drafting him. He could quit that job for now. But in the summer, he has to go back because they had 2 jobs back then, right? That's how the draft was. You just didn't even see the players. Cats were just out there chilling, hanging with their family, and they were like, oh, yeah, super small shorts. Oh, yeah, I'm going to play for the Rams this year. Look forward to it. Like, it was just dusty. And then Mel Kiper came in, and you can say coincidentally, or you can say because of him, all of a sudden this thing started to have some legs. And we saw it become, right before our very eyes, what it is today, which is now 300,000 people show up in Kansas City for the draft. Everyone got to rep their fan base. And more importantly, millions and millions of people, 12 million in total, watch the NFL draft. So ESPN's VP of production, Seth Markman, who gave me my job when I was at the NFL Live on ESPN, hilarious dude, great guy, says this, quote, there is no NFL draft on TV without Mel Kiper. He's an institution. I think he should be in the Pro Football Hall of Fame for what he's accomplished and what he's brought to this TV event. He ain't lying there. Mel Kiper is an institution. I remember when Mel Kiper first discovered me at Columbia, and I ain't gonna lie, it was beyond flattering. I mean, I knew what Mel Kiper's voice and megaphone could do for my career. But beyond that, it was damn Mel Kiper. Like, you couldn't look up any higher than Mel Kiper. I don't know if Todd McShay was doing it back then, but Todd McShay was not in the conversation in 1997. It was the institution of Mel Kiper. Now, speaking of Todd McShay, who I love as well, agrees with this on Twitter. He says it's a no-brainer in terms of Mel Kiper Jr. being in the Hall of Fame. Now, what I love about Mel Kiper Jr., on top of the fact that he just made his way, doing it his way, is because that's his passion. You could tell, right or wrong, and he's been wrong a ton, including thinking I was a first-round 15th overall pick. That was kind of wrong. You know, some team would be like, dog, took him a while to get to become who Marcellus became, right? So glad I didn't have those first-round expectations. Casper would have been calling me a bust my first year when I had 0 sacks. Hello. So Mel Kiper's not always right. And there are YouTube videos after YouTube videos of showing all the times he was wrong. I think he was even wrong on Patrick Mahomes, which is a bad miss. But we've all been there before. The thing about it is that this is his greatest passion, and he's had tremendous impact. So how can Mel Kiper Jr. get into the Hall of Fame? One route is for Mel Kiper Jr. to take the Ralph Hay Pioneer Award. Y'all know that award because you know who's won that award. We have seen Steve Sable win that award. Y'all know who he is, NFL Films co-founder. Art McNally and Marion Motley and Bill Willis. They integrated the NFL. So, hell yeah, you're going to get into the NFL. Who brought all these black people to play? Oh, yeah, you're going to get in the Hall of Fame. You imagine the NFL was still all white? Golly. Well, and then they had a black league over there, Negro league over there. Golly. Like, whoa, we are blessed, y'all. Just think about it if you had to grow up and that's how you had to watch football. I'm watching not AFC and NFC or AFL, NFL, black and white, like the TVs were. Insane. So, yes, Mel Kiper's had tremendous impact. That's one way to get up in there. And that award is given to those who make significant and innovative contributions to the sport. You know how Yao Ming is in the NBA Hall of Fame, and it ain't because of how good he was on the court. It's because of his contributions to globalizing the game. Well, Mel Kiper has certainly done that in terms of bringing another level of enhancement to the NFL draft. Just imagine if Mel Kiper wasn't sitting there. 1978, he said it came to him, his passion. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to make sure that all these prospects get illuminated, and then all of a sudden we have this huge platform for them to transition to the pros. In 1978, no one was thinking like that. Now you look back from 2023, you're like, I couldn't imagine the NFL without their hello welcoming ceremony, which is that NFL draft. So you got my vote, not only just because you have made that impact, because you even found diamonds in the rough like myself. Watching the NFL draft in 1997, hearing Mel Kiper talk about you, and then seeing that shark fin, whatever the hell he got going on up there, still as crispy as it is then, as it is today. Unreal, man. Salute to Mel Kiper Jr. Even if he doesn't get in, we all know he has made one hell of a mark.